Hello friend. Before we get into the video, I know this is not Betta related, but if you love sweets and you love snack bars, please try this. This is not sponsored. It would be great if they would sponsor me because I would take as many of these bars as Laura Bar would send me. But yeah, these are great. I found them at my Walmart. If you're near Walmart, check for them. They're amazing. Okay, enough said. Today, we're going to be doing something a little different, something a little bit fun, something original as far as I can tell. I don't think anybody else has done this. We're going to be playing around with AI. That's right, this is going to be fun. A lot of people like to go to Google and just Google pictures that people have posted online of their Betta tanks to get inspiration for their next tankscape. And while you can do that and you can get really inspired, I thought, you know what? Let's see what AI can cook up because it's getting pretty advanced and I'm interested to see. Also, Alexander in the back, I know he's doing this freaky little dead fish float thing. He's fine, he's 100% alive. I don't know why he's decided to do that, but he's okay. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. I actually pay for a service. I don't even know what it's called, but it basically gives me access to a bunch of random AIs, and it is about $10 a month, so that's what I'm using. There are a bunch of free AI programs you can find online. I don't know all the names. There's ChatGPT, there's Llama, there's some new one called DeepSeek. I think DeepSeek might be free right now, I'm not entirely sure, but if you want to do what I'm doing, just Google free AI things and you'll probably find one that you can use. Okay, let's hop right into it and see what AI can cook up because I want to rescape my tank and I want it to be fabulous. Alright, we have a brand new chat screen right here. Let's get creative. Let's say we want something natural. Give me an image of a natural Betta tank full of plants and driftwood that is classy yet let's see, modern. Let's go with that and see what it can do. Second a little bit. Oh, okay. Ignore the Betta because obviously it looks okay. It's not real, but so this is not bad. I like it. I like the driftwood. Now some of the plants obviously aren't going to look very realistic, but you can kind of fill in what you need. You could kind of look at that and say, well, I don't think there's a type of underwater fern, but we could find something like hornwort to fill in the background or something of that sort. This just kind of gives you a general idea of a good aquascape. I like it. It's pretty good. I'm actually going to switch AIs here. I'm going to do DeepSeek because from what I seem to recall it was free last time I checked. So you should be able to use it if you have access to it or if you want to try to find a free AI. And I also want to see if they do better. So let's try something along the lines of generate an image of a natural Betta tank. Let's be kind of general here and see just what it cooks up for us. Of a natural Betta tank for inspo. Ooh. I like this one. Okay, I see. This is cool too. It has, that could be sand. It could also be a fine white gravel. This looks like it could be Anubis right here. We also have some Amazon sword. I'm not sure what plant this is supposed to be, but you could really put any red plant there. We have some driftwood. That would be easy. This whole concept would actually be really easy to recreate. So that is a great one. I love it. I like how open it is. They have some tall plants in the back and you can see some house plants to the side of the tank here. They also utilize some rocks at the bottom, which I actually really like to do myself. Good. This is a good one. Now, let's say you want to create a distinct path in the substrate. I've seen some people do that. Can AI handle it? Let's see. Now create a Betta tank with a clear substrate path, wood, rocks, and plants. Ooh, I like this one. I like this one. So it didn't give us a clear path per se. However, this is very nice, and I also feel like it is very achievable. Look at that. And honestly, the Betta's not half bad either. This is cool because it actually depicts layering of substrate. So basically on the bottom here, we have a darker kind of planted substrate, and they've capped it off with either a sand or a fine gravel. And we see some rocks, some driftwood. This concept, again, would be really easy to recreate, so it's not unrealistic. I really like what AI is giving us so far. This is cool. Let's try to create one that has a big piece of driftwood coming out of the tank with houseplants all around the top. I like this one. Now, as far as the plant on the driftwood sticking out, I don't really know what you would do with that. However, this again is doable. Now look how cool this is. You have some carpeting plants on the bottom here, and then some has been trimmed off of the substrate, so you can see a little bit of a pathway leading up to this tree. So really, to execute this, you could either get one large piece of driftwood, or you could get about 2 or 3 different skinny kinds that kind of stick up, and you could bind them together somehow. Now at the top here, you could put maybe something like Java moss, but I would expect it to get dried out. So what I would do is take some Anubis, mount it to the top where the leaves are trailing up at the top, so it does actually look like a tree with leaves, and then you can have the roots trailing down the back, so it's kind of hidden from the general scape. This is an incredibly cool concept, and again, realistic. I mean, you could achieve this given the proper substrate and lighting. Now they are missing the light here, unless they maybe have it dangling up from the top. I've seen some people take tank lights and just kind of suspend it from the ceiling, so you could do that. But keep in mind, in these photos, some of them had lights and some of them did not. You are going to need a light for your Betta tank if you want a planted tank, because they really need that to survive. So this is cool. I love this. Let's play around with it a little bit more before we call it a day. Cool. This is cool. Okay. Now obviously I don't think you could get the flowers down in there. That's not gonna happen, but the wood is cool. Everything else could be achieved except for those flowers. I don't think there's a flowering plant like that, but you could take a tiger lotus and put it in there. It's not a flower, but it would look pretty. That's neat though. I like how they layered the pebbles here on the front, and then you just have some grass that kind of grows in the background and some bushy background plant. That could be guppy grass? It may be. It kind of looks like it. Now let's create a Blackwater botanical concept. Now, for some reason, it has taken the flower idea from the other tank and put it in there, but all in all, not a bad concept. I like this for a long tank, actually. You see on both sides, they've taken some sloping wood and created this obvious middle path here, and then they've just taken a bunch of bushy plants and planted that up. I like that. That's actually really cool. They made it darker. It doesn't necessarily have tannins in the water, but if you were to add some tannins to kind of give the water that amber tint to it, that would be cool. That would be very neat. I'm not sure what fish these are. They look kind of funny. Almost like Harlequin rasboras or neon tetras or those little glowfish. Now let's see. I want the most amazing planted up Betta tank that AI can think of. I'm not disappointed. This is cool. Okay. I like this. So there is this hole in the middle. I don't know how to achieve that unless you got some specific piece of wood that had a hole, but honestly, you could maybe position the wood, cross it in a way where there is a bit of a hole or a bit of an opening down in there, and you could plant some rocks up behind it, maybe create this natural rock cave and then put some driftwood in front of it. I think you could do something very similar in that way. And then again, you have the layered substrate likely planted on the bottom, and then you have something to cap it off. Looks like a fine gravel again, and we have some Amazon sword here and here. This looks like you have some Anubis in the background. I'm also seeing some plants that I don't think exist. So like I said, sometimes you have to fill in the blanks here. What plants could you replace these AI plants that the robot has come up with? But you know what? I am not disappointed. This is actually really cool. So if you're tired of going to Google and looking at people's ideas, and maybe you want to come up with one that is just totally new, totally unique, play around with AI and see what you can come up with. I hope this video was entertaining and interesting to watch. I actually got a few fair ideas myself, so maybe this even inspired you for your next scape. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if this is your first time here, do not hesitate to subscribe. I'm telling you, this channel is almost 2 years old now. It has tons of free content, tons of videos that are going to be helpful for you on your Betta keeping journey. So feel free to hit subscribe and stick around as long as you would like. You are more than welcome. Also, if you have not joined my free group on Facebook, there's a link to that in the description. You do not want to miss it. You want to be a part of this group. I'm telling you, it is growing daily, and everyone's getting in there, posting their questions, posting their Bettas, just sharing their life with each other. So it is a lot of fun. I'm really excited about how everything is growing. If you have any more interesting ideas or something you would like me to try out with AI, let me know in the comments as well. All right, friend, have a lovely day. God bless, and I will see you in the next video.